there's something else that I wanted to address, which, I think might have some psychological implications here, and I want to walk through this. So do you know what I am getting at here?
Now I think it has to do with the phone. Does it have to do with the phone? Okay, yeah.
Right.
True story.
Folks, Roxanne has a phone phobia.
Whoa. All right, don't get choked up about it.
All right. So Roxanne has... I'm sorry. I had a cough. I apologize.
We mispronounced one word. You stopped the whole show, but you have a little light cough and you gag for 15 seconds?
Well, I kind of exaggerated.
I know.
I had a little bit of a cough, and I exaggerated.
All right, Roxanne's phone.
So Roxanne sends me a note last night.
I never used to be like this, by the way. This is a brand new thing.
When did this start?
This summer.
It just started?
It just started. Now
Roxanne has a phone phobia. Why don't you describe what it is?
Okay, so this never used to happen to me, but now if my phone rings, and I'll give you an example, I was getting my lashes done on Tuesday, lying down, eyes closed, I can't get up and look at my phone. My phone rang, and I was like, oh no, why is my phone ringing? I panic because nobody ever calls anymore. And now people, rather than call you, they'll just send you a text, hey, is it a good time to talk? So you get that text before you get the actual call. And then even last night, a friend of mine named Jason called me, and he usually texts me. He doesn't call me. And so I text him back. I'm like, I'm busy, but is everything okay? I immediately think someone's calling for bad reason or an emergency.
When your phone rings and you see the name pop up from your address book, so when your phone actually rings and you look at the screen, you immediately... and this is recent, though, you suddenly jump to the conclusion that something must be wrong.
Exactly. Now, within my close circle of friends, that doesn't happen. My girlfriends, we call each other all day. We talk on the phone all day. But and you, MJ, fall into that category. If you call me 5 times in a row, is what your normal MO is.
Then, what do you mean my normal MO is to call you 5 times in a row?
Okay, I'm exaggerating. 2 times.
MJ's good for 2 or 3 calls.
2 or 3 calls.
The rule is you didn't pick up the first time, he'll pick up the second.
Yes.
It's the rule of 2s.
And then the third one is, well, why didn't you pick up the first 2?
Right.
But you're right, Roxanne. There's a group of, 15 or 20 people who you might associate with regularly who you don't but if they're outside of that group and they're calling you or they're calling at a weird hour.
Yeah.
Something must be wrong. Somebody must be dead.
Why did this just start? Why did this just start this summer that when your phone rings, you immediately think the worst? Oh, my God. So before you pick it up, it's going through your head. What's wrong? What happened? Is it an emergency? Did somebody get hit by a car?
Right.
Did somebody fall off a building?
It's just because less people are calling. If it's not in the inner circle, then it's someone's reaching out to me that normally texts me and they're calling me. I'm like, gosh, why are they calling me? Because usually they'll be like, hey, is it a good time to talk? Which no one ever needs to do that to me. Just call me. If you called me, Fester, I would not be surprised. I would pick up the phone. Hey, what's up? I wouldn't be panicked. MJ, same with you. Probably Andrew. If Froggy called me, I would think that your house is on fire, Froggy. He would. It would be an emergency.
So I had a friend who I haven't spoken to probably in a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And out of the blue, they called me last week. So I'm thinking as I'm looking at the phone.
As you're looking at the screen and the name pops up,
I'm thinking.
Phone's still vibrating or ringing. You're looking at their name on the screen.
And I'm like, get ready because I'm about to find out his mother died.
Or that his leg got ripped off by an alligator in Thanodisasa.
So instead of getting an enthusiastic hello, which I would love to give my friend.
Are you doing a tentative?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Because I'm getting ready for him to tell me, hey, man.
So you didn't want to answer the phone too excited in case it was really bad news.
Geraldine kicked the bucket. It wasn't that, but I had that anxiety of looking at his name thinking, gosh, I haven't talked to this guy.
It's, you know what? It's PRA. PRA. We're going to coin a new psychological term here. You know what? Do you suffer from PRA?
Okay, PRA.
We've got a pill for you.
Ringing anxiety, right?
Phone ring anxiety. PRA.
Roxanne.
Yep, exactly. Look at that. Roxanne just nailed it.
Good on you.
Yep. Look at that. Phone ring.
Yeah.
We ought to grab a couple of calls here. Hopefully you're not too anxious to call us, but
and we won't be anxious when we answer. Andrew is ready for you.
But folks, would you like to pick up on this? We'll grab a couple of phone calls. Do you have PRA? Do you have PRA? You don't have to suffer alone with PRA. Fester, you got to button your shirt up, man. I'm looking at a horrific sight in there. Oh, my God. Hey, Andrew, take Fester's camera.
I'll just undo a couple more buttons.
Stop. Unbutton. No, Fester's like middle buttons are open. I'm looking at like a bear suit under there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to turn you on.
You're really doing the Magnum PI look.
Yeah, button up your Hawaiian shirt, would you please?
You're giving me CHA, chest hair anxiety.
Speaking of Hawaii, we got to talk. You see what's going on in Maui?
Oh, Maui.
Oh, my God. No, the place is like burning down. It's crazy. All right, so let's go to phones here on PRA. So you've heard Roxanne's phobia, which is newly developed, that when the phone rings, she's immediately thinking whoever's calling her has really, really bad news. So the question is, do you have PRA? Do you have phone ring anxiety? 800, call now. Call now because we can help. If you have phone ring anxiety.
We need Sarah McLachlan music.
Hey, can I get, Andrew, can I get some Sarah McLachlan music, please?
We need to really lay on
you're
sadness.
Right. Oh, yeah, you're right. I need to, the arms of an angel.
Yeah, the sick dog song, that's the one we need.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe the Culpepper Curlin Lost Dog music.
Ugh. Let's get Culpepper, yeah. MJ, listen, it's not anybody who calls you. Yeah. It's people outside of the circle of 20 people who you normally talk to. Who's your closest friend you haven't spoken to in 3 years? Whoever that person is, if they call you out of the blue today, you're thinking, this person's not calling just to say hello because they've gone 3 years without saying hello.
Oh, look at the phones. All the phones. You can even hear you heard the phone ring in the producer's booth because I'm trying to get the Sarah McLachlan music. Are we going to be able to get the music or no? Oh, okay. We can't get the music because it's the same. It's the same computer that screens the call. Forget it, Fester. We don't need it.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I can't pull up my phone screener.
Why not?
Remember I told you the computer reset this morning?
Oh, are you kidding me?
I kid you not.
Hold on, you can't bring up our phone screener?
I don't think so. I don't see the icon.
Son of a... All right, listen, I'm just...
Andrew can help us.
All right, so I want to go to phones here. 800-990-1047. Do you have PRA? Do you have phone ring anxiety when someone calls, you look at the screen, and you immediately think the absolute worst? Or is there something we're missing here? Is there another angle that we're missing here regarding your phone ring? But Roxanne, I think this is a very interesting dilemma or disorder that you're bringing to the table here all of a sudden.
I never used to feel this way. It's only been very recently that I've started to, hear that ring and go and look at it and say, I know this person. Why are they calling me?
Right. All right. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Let's grab, how about Deb in Lakeland? Deb, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Deb, do you have PRA? Is this Deb? Deb, you're on, Deb. I hear you, Deb.
Deb's got PRA so bad she's not even talking.
Deb!
Deb, are you there? Hang on a minute. Oh, man, our phone screener's all messed up as well. All right. Hi, good morning. Who is this?
This is Deb.
Hi, Deb.
Deb.
Hi.
Oh, hey, guys! You've got the wrong. You got the wrong lines. I got Deb on 6. I just picked up line 4.
Oh boy!
So Deb's on line 4.
What the hell's going on in there?
Who the hell's on line 6?
All right, I have no idea who's on line 6. So Deb, you're on 4. So who's on 6? All right, Deb, go ahead. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
All right. First, yes, Roxanne, PRA is a real thing, especially when anyone in my family calls me, because no one, especially my kids, they always text. Always, always, always. And if the phone rings and it's one of them, the first thing I do is, oh, my God, what's wrong? And they always say, why do you answer the phone like that? Because you don't call me. And when you do, it's because there's a problem.
Well, hopefully they're just calling to ask you for money or something.
Yeah, usually it's no big deal. But everybody's like, why do you answer the phone like that? Because nobody calls me unless there's a problem.
Yeah, like this, hello?
Do you get
exactly?
Listen, Deb, do you get the heart sink or you get like that pang in your stomach?
Absolutely.
Really?
I absolutely do. It's horrible.
Wow.
I'm like, please don't call. Just text.
Hey, thank you, Deb. I appreciate it. So who the hell's on 6? I still don't have the right name on 6.
Hey, who's on first? Huh? This is turning into an old joke.
Now, who are you? I have no idea who you are. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, it's you. It's you. Who are you?
I'm Jason in Plant City.
Oh, Jason shows up on line 2. What the hell's going on in there? So why is Jason on 2?
You guys all right?
All right, Jason, go ahead. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, I have this problem with my daughter all the time. I'll text her, please call me, and immediately she goes into panic mode and freaking out on what's happening with me, if something's wrong, completely. It's hilarious.
All right, so listen, we have a male PRA victim here. We just had a female PRA victim here. Phone ring anxiety.
There's
Thank you.
no gender bias on any of this.
All right, let me see by any chance if Maggie is on line 1 in Zephyr Hills. Maggie, is this you?
It is me.
Oh, we have one line now with the correct information. Okay, Maggie, go ahead.
I said I don't have it, but you know what? I do. I don't get a lot of phone calls, but I think it's age. I think it has to do with getting older, and the call is something. It's always like, oh my gosh, what's wrong?
All right, so initially you didn't think you had it, and then suddenly you've diagnosed yourself while listening to us?
Well, the thing is I really don't get a lot of phone calls. I'll get family calls. Those are the people I talk to.
Yeah, but that's the point, though. It's a lot of times it's the family that calls and people suddenly, oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong? Because no, a lot of the younger folks today, they don't want to talk. They don't want to, like our interpersonal phone skill communications are falling by the wayside because a lot of the younger Generation Z, millennial, they don't want to talk. They want to text. Maggie, thanks for the call.
And you guys have a good day.
And Maggie, if you don't get help from the MJ Morning Show, please get help somewhere.
And
thank you.
Please, Maggie's got a good point with the age. You know, the older we get, the more people we know who die. So the more phone calls of reporting bad news like that.
Jeez. Yeah.
Right,
I don't know about that, Rock. Somebody's working so hard not to date themselves.
Colleen in Bradenton. Hi, Colleen. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
Colleen, do you have phone anxiety ringing syndrome or PRA phone ring anxiety?
I have phone anxiety.
Hey, Colleen, can you pick up the phone? You've got bad phone sounding anxiety.
Have talking on the toilet anxiety.
Colleen has picking up the phone anxiety.
Yeah, all right, go ahead, Colleen.
So I have a little mini farm, and we have cows, goats, dogs, cats. So anytime any of my neighbors call me, my heart absolutely drops because I'm afraid that they're going to tell me that my animals got out.
All right, so that's your anxiety that if your phone rings, it must be one of your animals that got out.
But how often do your neighbors call you otherwise?
Never.
Right, that's it.
I mean, so like the other day, my neighbor called me and she texted me. She's like, "Give me a call when you get a chance." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" I called her back right away. She's like, "You didn't have to call me that fast." I'm like, "Is everybody okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I was just wondering. I didn't see your animals. I thought you moved."
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Well, Colleen, thanks for the call. Michelle's in Clearwater. A couple more calls here, then we'll move on. Michelle, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing fine, Michelle. All right. So, phone ring anxiety. Do you have it?
I have one, and actually two different issues. One, my daughter always has a problem, and every time she calls, I feel like I'm getting punched in the stomach.
Oh, geez.
The other one, I work from home sometimes, and the phone ring, the sound of the phone ringing is different. It's got a different, ring. I swear to God, I hear it when my computer's not even on.
So
I hear the sound of my phone ringing for work.
Oh, wow. That's like new because, remember, we've had phantom vibrate syndrome. And Fester, how many years ago did I bring? I think I talked about this before anybody in broadcasting. This goes back maybe 20 years or more.
That you were carrying a flip phone in your front pocket.
Oh, this is well before smartphones, when you would have your cell phone in your front pocket on vibrate, and you would swear that you felt the phone vibrate in your pocket, but it didn't. It didn't ring. It was like phantom vibrate syndrome. Michelle, thanks for the call. All right, last call on this. Jacob in Sefner. Jacob, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ Kelly, how are you doing?
Hey, it's the famous Jacob. Jacob, welcome, buddy.
I am right here with you guys, MJ Kelly, Cousin Uncle Fester, and Roxanne.
You're with
right
us.
here with you.
What about Froggy?
Yeah, you left Froggy out.
Oh no, he said Coos.
Yeah.
You can call me Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we call him by his government name, Jacob.
Voice. Well, just by his voice, I just know it's Coos just by his.
All right, so
There you go.
Jacob, do you have phone ring anxiety?
Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Like sometimes I'll listen to my computer and my phone will ring, and so my phone will ring, and so my phone will ring, MJ Kelly, and I'll like won't answer the phone, but sometimes I won't answer the phone, and sometimes I'll just respond by people just texting me, you know?
Yeah.
Well, listen,
on my cell phone.
If it gets rough, you just call me at home, Jacob. It's always great to hear from you. Okay.
Okay, MJ Kelly. I sure hope your contract gets renewed, MJ Kelly, because you are doing a good job at this.
You know what? Let me give you our general manager's phone number, and you can you negotiate for me, Jacob?
I wish I could, buddy. Because MJ Kelly, guess what, MJ Kelly? You, Roxanne, and Coos and Uncle Fester are my favorite morning show.
Well,
you know that?
Jacob, thank you,
Love
buddy.
that, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob, it is always a pleasure to hear from you.
It is always a pleasure to hear you on the radio, MJ Kelly, and keep up the good work. You're doing an awesome job, and I'm counting on your contract to be renewed.
Yes,
you know?
we are too.
Jacob, I will keep you personally abreast of the situation. Jacob, thanks, buddy. Great to hear from you.
See you, Jacob.
Hey, and Fester, you actually took Jacob to lunch, what, 6-8 months ago?
In December, he and I went to lunch. We went to a fine chicken establishment.
You went to PDQ?
PDQ, baby.
Was that in Brandon?
In Brandon, yeah.
On Gornto Lake,
yeah,
right?
Alpha 60, and he doesn't stay too far. He doesn't stay too far away from there.
Jacob's
and
cute.
we had a nice lunch.
Yeah.
MJ, would you believe me if I told you?
Yep.
Jacob texts me to my personal cell phone every 4 days and asks me about your contract. Every 4 days.
Really? Well, that's
Any updates on his contract?
That's dedication.
Any updates?
And listen, my contract's up at the end of the year. I don't know what's going to happen. My contract was up last December, and I only signed a 1-year extension. And I said, I only want to sign for a year. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Two college brothers, they might put MJ Morning Show on the back of the truck, and they'll have to rip it off at the end of the year. I don't.
Or it'll just be so popular in other markets.